My name is Françoise Cactus.
And I'm Pretzel Göring.
I play drums and I sing in the band.
Stereo Total.
And you, what do you do there?
I play electronics and guitar. We are from Berlin and
on tour through the US. So I mean, for us, yes, we are a political band because we are transporting a kind of atmosphere that all rednecks hate immediately, and because we are also playing free concerts for good cause, for what we think is a good cause, but we don't want to be a political band in the way that we would write songs like do this, do that. We prefer to play songs about love stories or so, but also in these love stories there is, I think that the women that I show in my songs are always a kind of modern feministic women, and we want our music to be funny, but I think there is also another aspect that makes that our band is a political band, is that we try always to sing in different languages, and that I suppose, or I hope it shows that we don't want, that we would like to put all the barriers away, in a way. And,
yeah, for me it's like that. I would like our music to transport like this, as you say, feministic or anarchistic atmosphere, and even when it's like amusing music or stuff like this, that it has like this this side in the music, and then what I think is political is more like the way we are doing things, that we are not going with big record labels, that we try to keep as much control over what we are doing, and having like, for me music is like a free space, and in the society that I'm living in, everything gets more and more limited and controlled by money and exploiting people in the end, and so I always see like making music for me is something where there are no hierarchies, or where there's like so it's basically what I want. Or for example, when I was a teenager, I was living always in squat houses, and there I thought, wow, it's like a free space. It's like this massive green light. You can do so many things. You're not controlled by anybody. There's no money. You can do no money involved or no economic pressure. And so I always wanted our band to be a little bit like this. I know that in all the time when you're making music, you're kind of involved in the music industry and in selling things, but at least you cannot escape from this, and it's an illusion to escape from this, but at least you can have like a free a place where more things are possible. So in this case, I think it's we're a political band because we said no to a lot of things that maybe offered us more money or more success.
Because for us, it's I think, for example, as a band, if you go to the industry, then you have to make too much compromise. You know, maybe they would send me to make some Botox or what. No, I'm joking, but they would say, oh, we are going to take another drummer for the next record. Or you're going to be all naked on the roof. No, I mean, I did it once, but okay, on the cover. But, you know, I mean, for us, we decide everything. What songs come on which songs come on the record, how the covers look, everything. There is nobody who comes and says to us, you have to do this, you have to do that.
Yeah, but like good. Also like even maybe music industry, mainstream radio, music television, these are like enemies from yesterday because they're not existing anymore. And so I think it's like, for us it was very important to make, for example, just exactly the music that we like and the sound that we like, and not care so much if it's like fitting in any format or if the sound quality is good enough, or like, because I also think like having a lo-fi sound is or using instruments that I find on the flea market is like, for me, like I want to use this, that what society doesn't need anymore. So this is like my resource of and I mean all this is not really political, but it's like I mean, for me, everything that I does has a meaning, and so even using a certain instruments that says something. And so it's like,
I see that a lot. For example, for me, I see, and this is really important, for me that a lot of women come to our shows, and when I go to other bands, I don't know how it is here, but like in Germany and stuff, there is mostly guys going to concerts, and I'm happy to see that, and to see, yeah, that they are kind of good people who come to us. When I speak to them after the concert, I have always the feeling, oh, okay, it's all a kind of, it's a little community, it's something. Okay, but for us, the element of being funny and having fun and having party is also very important. So, but I think, yeah, the people who come to have party with us are a little bit like us, or so, you know what I mean? And so, for me, it's okay. If I would see a lot of people that I would hate coming to my concerts, I would think, oh shit, I have to change something in my lyrics, or we have to change something in our music. I think we are satisfied with the crowd who come to us. It's always like, maybe they are not they are not making a revolution every day or what, but they are cool people. They are good.
But yeah, but I think that's even the point, that they are making party or we're making party, because it's like I don't want to answer that all these irrationality or the paradoxes that society is confronting me with. I don't want to answer with rationality. I just answer with more paradox things and things that they cannot encode. And so it's like for me also, like sometimes when I hear, for example, singers who are considered as political, and then I listen to the music and I think, oh, what is touching me, or what is maybe having an effect on other people, and I think, oh no, it's the sound of the voice, or it's like the way things are said, and not so much what is said, which is maybe sometimes even I don't know if you listen. Okay, that's a really bad comparison. It has nothing to do with our music. Just like only, for example, when I listen to Bob Dylan, I think it's 99%. It's the way he's singing, which really makes my brain work, and it's not so much about what he's singing. So.
Because at the beginning I didn't want to write songs in English. I mean, it's nothing against English or American people, but in Europe most of the people sing in English, like French people, Spanish people, Italian people, German people. It's really rare, for example, German bands who sing in German, because they think that German is an ugly language to sing or something. And I think there is no ugly language. I think you can sing in whatever language, and I like that. And for example, in Berlin, most of the immigrants are Turkish, so I did a song in Turkish, and I like to sing in different languages. It's good. Okay, there are some people who know a little bit of French or a little bit of the German or whatever. I don't know. I always try to say in a few words what is it all about. For our last week records, for the first records, now I got a little bit lazy in the last year, so I didn't do it anymore. But there are also translations from all the songs in English that you can find on our website and stuff. And yeah, I suppose that they don't understand all this shit, but me, when I was a teenager, I didn't have English at school. I had German and Latin, so, but I was always listening to American music and English music all the time. I was singing that in a kind of a fake English, but I loved that, and I had the feeling that it's coming to me, like when I listen to Black Sabbath, I don't have to know what he's singing about. I can just understand it because, like for example, myself, I don't know Japanese. Okay, I have some songs in Japanese, but it's the only Japanese that I know. But I love Japanese bands because I find Japanese bands most of the time completely original, crazy, amusing and stuff, and I don't care if I don't understand really what they are talking about. I suppose it must be really important, but
but I mean, I also discovered so many levels of when I started to understand the for example, English songs. When I started to understand the lyrics, then at first I understood what was said.
Sometimes it's disappointing.
On the next level, you get the references, and so when for a lot of music, for example, with I really liked a lot to listen to hip hop music when I was a teenager, but I always played the records on 45 because when I discovered sometimes what they were singing about, I just couldn't enjoy the music. So but their message said with Mickey Mouse voices was okay to me, and so it's like it's lyrics can also be a disappointment, or it's like
yes.
And but it was the same. Like for example, Kraftwerk. We played this song Tour de France, which is Kraftwerk, and for them, even when they sing in German, they always were like a big mystery for me. And then and they never gave interviews. So once I found an interview that they gave in the 70s, and it was like the guy was talking in this horrible Cologne accent, which sounded really like. It sounded really dull, and so I was so shocked. And also, what he was saying was like he was talking on a really simple materialist level about everything. And so for me, everything that they made had like this symbolic meaning, or it was like conceptual. But he was talking that we used this synthesizer. It was like really disappointing, and for a long time I couldn't listen to their music anymore because this always came up to me how the guys are talking, and then I thought, oh yeah, they're wise that they didn't give more interviews because they're just kind of destroying this very strong image that they leave on everyone with their music. Yeah.
But I think also what I learned is that a band is not only a band. A band is a big, huge thing. You know, there were so many people who are involved in a band. I mean, all the people working with us, it's a bunch of people, and also even the audience, like they are kind of part of it. That's why now we even invite them on stage, like, okay, come and do it with us.
Yeah, that's the other thing with the barriers. Like it's not only like making linguistical or political or stylistical barriers go away, but it's also like between the audience. Like I don't know. Sometimes I even think that yeah, okay, it's simple what we're doing. We're just standing on the other side, but it's like you can easily cross. So there's no magic about it. It's
yeah,
maybe
because
only
for
about
example,
like
we don't like when we have like. Now we were on tour in Colombia, and in Bogota we had like big guys like in uniform standing there, and they wanted to beat up the people. We said, hey, go away, we don't want that. We don't want to have barriers between us and the people, and also we want to show to the people, okay, I mean, okay, in the US you don't have to show that to anybody because everybody has a band, but in Europe, we want to show them like, you want to make your band, you make your band. It's not so complicated to do.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, well, that's what I love about the US, like that. I mean,
everybody has a band.
Yeah, when I love very much listening to like Pebbles or Nuggets or stuff like this. And one time I read the liner notes, and they said like that. At this time, when this teenage punk was invented, they had like 65% of the youngsters were in bands, so which is like a crazy number, and that it was like maybe the Vietnam War that stopped this, but it's I thought, wow, it's and that makes it also like for me. Kind of maybe an explanation why how fast music is evolving here, or like how fast it goes. Almost every time when we come, there's new styles or new ideas, or it's like we pick up completely new things, and I mean most of the music that is like maybe Berlin now known for, like for techno music or something like this, it's all like American inventions like Detroit or Chicago. So it's like for me it's always like inspiring how many people are thinking about the same musical problem here, and having very quick having new names for.
But still, there are not so many women making music.
That's true.
There are a lot, but it's more guys. It's not 50-50. Yeah.